Hello everyone. So this is the option that we are going to work on today. Now here you see we have this C map marker in the minimap, and if I move away from the object C, now here you can see the marker sticks to marker clamp to the edge of the minimap like this. Now B was also clamped to the edge, but if I go closer it comes into the middle. So just like that, that's the option we are going to work on today. How to clamp markers into the minimap edge. Now this is an option per object, we have that option. So here if I select marker this object which has the marker B, here B, and if I disable this clamp to minimap edge option, and see, now I can see B, but if I move away from that, now you see B will disappear. See, now B is no longer there, but C is there because we have enabled ClampToEdge. So this would be useful for things like waypoint markers, objective markers, things that you always want the player to see within the minimap. This option would be useful. And things like that local important stuffs, local points of interest that you don't that is not necessary to see by the player always, you can not use the clamp to the minimap edge option. Alright, let's see how to do this today. And before we get started, let me remind you that you can download the project files of this project and all other thousands of projects I have done in my channel from the Patreon page. Once you become a member, you will be able to access everything. So to the date, there are over 2000 videos, and for each video, project files are available. And here is the full playlist of this series. Everything is explained from scratch and implemented from scratch. You can follow these episodes and implement everything by yourself too. Alright, now let's get started with today's episode. Okay, so this is what we have right now. As you can see here, when the B marker goes away from the minimap area, it just simply vanishes. Now what I want to do is, I need an option if I want to clamp it to the edge, so it would stay on the edge. This would be useful for things like important objectives or waypoints, checkpoints, whatever you want to do. Okay, so the first step would be, let's go to our UI, map and markers, and this map marker data. I'll add an option, clamp to minimap edge, and save. Default value, I'll leave it as false. Now this might crash the system because that usually happens when I make any changes to the, oh, it doesn't happen this time. Nice. Okay, now which marker we should, okay, let's test this one. Marker, I'll enable this clamp to minimap edge. Okay, now let's open the minimap widget, WP minimap. And here, when we calculate its position in the update marker, oh, one thing we should do is, here we have this check visibility of all markers, and now we need to consider this too. If this is the branch, if this is set to clamp to minimap edge, then no matter where it would be, this should be always visible. So we don't need to do this calculation. We just need to leave it visible. Okay, that's one thing. And in the update marker, so here we have two branches where we calculate the position of the marker, and this is relevant to if whether we are always facing north or we are just keeping the players forward always up. Now regardless of that, the calculation to clamp the marker to the edge would be same. Therefore, let's promote this to local parameter, local variable, marker position. Set it here and set marker position here as well. And then at the end, I'll set the marker position using this in this variable. Okay. Let me double check, and things are still working. Yep, they are. Let me move away. Oh, it's not. Oh, right. It's still visible because I enabled the ClampToEdge, so it's always visible, but still we didn't do the required calculation. Okay. Now here, let's have another branch. This is the normal position. Let me get this again, map data, and this time I need to access, oh, not that, get map data and break another branch. This is oh, it's not always face north. Oh, not the map data. We need to consider the marker data, map marker data. This one. Okay, we can get the marker. We already have the marker. Marker. And marker data, map marker data. And here we need to break this and access only this option, clamp to minimap edge. Well, actually, if we are not clamping to the minimap edge, even if this is set to false, we don't really need to check this because it would be invisible if it is not clamped to the edge and if it is beyond the minimap range. So what we can do is here we can get the length, vector 2D length, and then we can use this and we can consider the minimum of this and the minimap radius, these two. Consider these two, and then we can normalize this. Normalize and multiply with the result. Now this would be clamped to the edge if we are clamping it to the edge. Otherwise it would appear within the map. Let's see. Yeah, it's correct. Now if I move away, I have enabled clamp to edge. See? Now B stays over there. which is exactly the way we need. Okay, that's all I want to do. And actually, let me select this one. No, the other one. This is marker C. And here also let me clamp it to the edge. And it will also appear. See, also appears over here. And if I move closer, now B will stay on the edge and C will start to come inside the map as I move closer. Like that. Okay, so that's all for this episode. So thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for download here in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.